Hello all, welcome to another episode of Final Fantasy 12, the Zodiac Age Struggle for Freedom. So you might be wondering, why are you seeing this poster here of the Final Fantasy 12 Zodiac Age game? Well, to tell you the truth, I did post I don't want to say a joke attempt necessarily of me trying to run through the prison break section of the Dreadnought Leviathan, but it wasn't a serious attempt either. It was more me expressing how frustrated I was with just trying to outbeat the guards earlier, and then, obviously if swarms are going to be coming, then obviously it makes a statistical impossibility. This was purposely done because, obviously, I think Eternal, I believe he was telling me that the whole point of the section is to not fight them, especially simply just run away. Because, there should be a section where you should use the runaway mechanic a little more often than you would, aside from the obvious. And I can understand that, sometimes you just have to run when you really should have to. But my disposition is that it felt like a section where you're forced to run more than anything, which may or may not be a good thing, depending on how you feel about it. So I did re-record the part, as you will see in a little bit, and I did do it the right way, as you're supposed to be doing it this time around. I'm basically be showing off a little bit of the old footage of what I mean, what you shouldn't be doing, and then I will be showing off the rest of the part as what you should be doing. It is somewhat of a shorter part, but it is not as short in comparison because of the boss fight with Judge Geese that will take place. That will take up a good portion of the video. So, without further ado, here's the part.
It's time for another good idea, bad idea. Bad idea. Good idea.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, officially back to Final Fantasy 12, the Zodiac Age Struggle for Freedom. Now, this is just me reattempting the prison break sequence, if you will. This time, what you should be doing, as opposed to what I did last time, even though technically it wasn't a part per se, as I explained in the intro of the video. The issues I do have with this, however, is that the timing of when you're supposed to open the door, because there are going to be at times where even if you're trying to do it, thankfully that didn't happen to me here though, but I do feel that when you're trying to do it, you're going to get immediately engaged into a battle, which is something you really don't want to have happen. So I think that still there should be, I mean, I still maintain that there should be at least less guards coming at you, especially if you're trying to run away from all of them anyways, because the way it'll work is that the character in question, I mean, I guess then again you should have turned off your gambit, I guess that's just one other way of putting it. But in general, though, it can still be rather difficult even when you're trying to run. But thankfully I was able to do it here because I was able to act quickly enough to do so. But definitely a pro tip, if you don't want to fight them like at all, just simply turn your gambits off, and then you can run. I didn't do it here because I didn't think it would just be this difficult to run away from them, but I guess it is, and it's just me being lazy. Anyways, I keep getting myself caught in these dead ends, the dead ends of which that I nearly keep getting myself killed. I wouldn't care about Vossler though, because obviously Vossler is going to be leaving the party pretty shortly here. Thankfully though, I think once you get to one of the, I think is this room here, no, not this room, I think it's the one across here is where you'll be going, where you'll definitely be in a safe zone. Right here, yeah, I think this is definitely a safe zone, like for sure. Just taking a moment here to catch my breath here. Crossbow, whoop-de-doo. Alright, this is the one point where if you need to heal after taking hits from all the soldiers from before, definitely take it.
Vaughn.
It's okay. We're okay.
Geese knows you've escaped. You must hurry.
And we finally gonna get Penel back in our party.
You are Captain
Huzzah!
Exodus. You will follow me. We must reach the airships before they do.
You would let us leave knowing who we are?
Lady Ash, by all rights you ought not even to exist. That you and Captain Ronsenberg were made to appear dead is like a hidden thread laid bare. Your actions hereafter will pull at that thread.
And I don't know why my controller paused like that. I think what may have happened was the application might just got overruled by another app that I have going on in the background. I don't know what was behind that, but I was able to fix it just fine.
Through and get to the bottom of it. I believe 'tis for the good of Dalmasca.
Because at first I thought it was a controller acting out on me again, but then it wasn't that. It's just that for some reason or another, if the app that I'm running stays idle for a little bit too long, the next one in line kind of gets
For
more
you.
attention. I don't
May
know how
bring
to
you good
explain it
fortune.
properly. It's just weird.
Thanks. Let us go.
Alright, so now with Penella back in our party, we can actually start, we can actually start leveling her up, finally. Alright, And don't worry, we will be upgrading everyone, I believe, in the next video for sure. It is still going to be one of those things where, I'm just going to get into it right now, actually, while we're doing this. The reason why that I didn't buy any new equipment for everyone is because the next merchant we're going to be running into in the Western Stand will offer us even better equipment. So I'm just holding off my money until then. The other thing too is that not only will there be better equipment, but there'll be a better grinding spot as well, to where you can steal succulent fruits, and they can sell for good money too. Not only that, but I think you can also get another bazaar deal from them as well. I believe you will get finally access to spells like Cura and Arrow and things like that, which will be pretty cool, you know. Okay, now as far as how you're gonna prep for this boss fight, the idea here I'm gonna be employing a little bit is that since Ash has access to time magic, you'll definitely want to you'll most definitely want to what you call it, make sure she's gonna be spamming Disable and Dark, because I think those spells in particular are pretty effective. You'll see that in just a little bit, of course. I am rather impressed though. I was rather surprised at the time when there weren't going to be more guards coming at you. But I guess then again, the game probably didn't want to be that unfair to you. So I think as a result, they just kind of ceased the guards from coming after you at this point.
Such a great shame. I must confess, I thought you the one who would help us restore peace to Dalmasca. No matter, we hold the proof of your royal lineage. A maid of passing resemblance will serve our purposes now. As for you, my dear, the Empire requires you no more.
May it bring us good fortune indeed. Nephesite just basically absorbed that whole spell.
Your Majesty does not disappoint. Ever quick to spurn an honorable surrender, as was your father.
You know nothing of my father!
Alright, boss time. So, the Imperial Swordsman will definitely accompany Judge Geese to beat you up. But again, because he has so much going on here, the best way to go about this is if you get Ash in your party, you want to spam Disable to the point where it will be a lot easier to handle the guards. I don't think it will affect Geese though, for sure. Gravity, which is for some reason an Earth elemental thing, which I think is rather weird, but whatever. Warp, I don't think that would affect anyone. For a second I thought of Warp was like an actual banish thing, but yeah, you can tell how much his fight's going already downhill already. with Balthia and Fran down, I had to, well, I mean, obviously that's the advantage of, having extra party members. You can actually, readjust and re-strategize if you need to. Unfortunately, this is just me taking, time away from the fight, thankfully, to make some new game plans here. But seriously though, once I do get Cure, I think I'll be a lot more comfortable with just outright taking on bosses than I normally would be. Okay, ooh boy. Okay, so and again, this boss fight is only annoying because the extra swordsman that's just gonna be in your way. But once they're out of the way, then Judge Geese, for all things considered, isn't really like that bad, like at all. So what I'm doing here right now is doing what I suggest you would do earlier. I don't know why my controller paused again. So I decided to add Disable to the Gambit and then just find an AoE spell, Dark. There you go. You want to make sure that you also definitely want to make sure that everyone gets neutralized because again, Disable is pretty important. Now I just simply spam the Dark Spell because, again, it has the most reliable AoE for me at the moment. And plus, I put Penelo next, I do need some Cure users while Vaughn hopefully takes that. I was hoping Vaughn would be able to take aggro, but unfortunately, it's going to be most likely Ash taking aggro, which is something that you really don't want. Alright, and when you're done spamming Disable, just go back to the attacks. I'm trying to get everyone alive because I want to be able to give everyone at least a chance to get resurrected somehow. Of course, I can't switch them out because everyone's already engaged of doing something. Oh boy. I really can't wait to get more high potions available for me to buy, because I have to waste my money on potions. I mean, it's interesting in the sense because you gotta find yourself spamming potions a lot more. Because of everyone's else's HP is just so high at this point. But I mean, from right here, all you really have to do is just keep everyone else's HP alive, and then you can defeat Judge Geese no problem. He does have Arrow, as you just saw there, which does hurt, but nothing I don't think you can necessarily recover from, of course. It doesn't hurt that much, thankfully. I think we do have a Dispel Moat that can take off the Shell Protect buff that he had on just a second ago. Yeah, watch his HP just slowly deplete here. I mean, I find it funny that how the AI readies for a kick is like, I'm going to kick you. You know, it just looks nice. So wouldn't you simply just kick him? Unless maybe he was measuring Princess Ash. Oh God. That's interesting. I did not think water would inflict sap, but apparently it does. Sap will definitely help out, knowing that it's going to help deplete his HP quite a bit. Alright, just a little more here. Well, more than a little more, but you know what I mean. I think you know exactly what I mean. You see, the thing is that I was trying to constantly switch Ash out of the battle here because she did her job. But unfortunately, due to the fact that the enemy AI is targeting her, I can't do that. I thought at this point, okay, I better pull off like a high potion here, but unfortunately, somehow, Ash dies, and upon dying, I defeat Judge Geese. I mean, it's kind of like one of those really kind of moments, like, I win, but not all my prey members are going to get the license point experience that she probably would have needed. But alas, there will be other opportunities anyway, so I'm not going to be that bummed out about it.
Can't we go faster? Not yet. They passed. Gone too fast, they'd have noticed.
Balthier, your handkerchief. I thought you might want it back.
I shall wear it close to my heart.
Perhaps you forget all that Ondor has wrought.
I do not forget, Majesty. It was by his counsel, dangerous though it may have been, that we were able to free you. You must meet with him, Your Highness, and give ear to his words. He may act in league with the Empire, but his heart is not.
It is as he says. I ought not have kept Ondor at so great a distance for so long a time. I have played the fool.
You were only being cautious.
Majesty, I would ask you for some time. On our own, we struggle in vain to restore Dalmasca. I must search out some other way. Until I should find it, I would have Bosch remain at your side. Doubt him you may. But I measure his loyalty to Dalmasca no less than my own.
I know you would not speak so lightly. Very well.
Keep her well. Go to Ondor and there await my return.
Alright, and that's all the time we have for today. See you guys next time. Later.